Hey, good evening. Oh my God, I started this morning. Good evening, it's Pop Up. Welcome to Pop Up's LitRPG World. This is a special Reck and PopPop show. We are kicking off the road to Jordan Con. We have a special guest, Geneva Agnos, the con mother, one of the con mothers. She is in charge of the LitRPG track of Jordan Con. Geneva, hi.
Hi. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks for showing up with us.
Yeah, thanks
Amazing
for being here.
Privilege. Now, I'm done with that. Reck is the serious side of the show. So we'll let him start that off, and I'll cause trouble in a little bit. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, I mean that's typically how these go. Yeah. Well,
I mean, I was told this was uncensored. What was it? Uncensored.
Unfiltered.
Unfiltered. So I prepared.
Very good. Very good. It's only going to get better, guys.
What he didn't tell you is it's unfiltered boomer. So
unfiltered boomer. It's something.
I don't need spirits for that.
That's true.
Well, I'm a millennial, so it's kind of a requirement.
Millennials. Well, thanks for joining us, Geneva. I really appreciate you taking out your time, out of all of the things you've got going on. I think we all get to experience these cons, but you don't quite realize just how much work goes into creating experiences. Yeah. So we're
crazy.
yeah. We were pre-talking, and I mean, Jordan Con's like a month and a half away, month-ish away. We're getting close, right? And it's well, okay. Not
April 17th.
2 months away. 2 months. I was like, how are we fitting on these podcasts?
Math isn't mathing.
Woo. All right. So we're 2 months off of Jordan Con. And I kind of expected that I'd be talking to you and you'd be talking about like all these things about Jordan Con, but really you're right now planning for LitRPG Con this summer, which is
that's correct. Like all my Jordan Con schedule is totally finalized. I've done my final conflict check. I'll do one more just later when all the tracks have finished filling in things to make sure they didn't schedule in anyone at the same time. But Jordan Con, everything is wrapped up and ready to go there. So now this is the time I love with Jordan Con because I just get to sit back and wait and then go have fun. And it's great.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well,
so we'll get to talk about panels and guests and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Dun dun dun. Yes. So what that means, folks, is if you're listening in, put some of your questions in the chat. We'll get to them, I promise.
Oh, please.
But yeah, if you're coming to Jordan Con, or if you've been curious about Jordan Con and you've thought about coming or might come in the future, put your comments in there and we'll get to them. Let's start off with just an overlay of like, what is Jordan Con? I know it was created, like Jordan was named after Robert Jordan.
Sorry, my dogs.
Which apparently upset your dogs.
They wanted to participate.
But Jordan Con is a lot more than that. And I think one of the things that I didn't appreciate in the last couple of years is that, the LitRPG track of Jordan Con is one of the biggest, if not the biggest track. That's like part of the whole con. So can you give us like just kind of an overview of what is Jordan Con or what your experience of it is?
Yeah, so Jordan Con is a nonprofit first off, which I think is a very important thing to point out because it all goes to charity, every bit. The track directors, the people running the con suite, the people running everything, they're all volunteers. So none of us are being compensated or anything like that. This is all to raise money for charity. So I think that's incredible. Jordan Con has always kind of welcomed LitRPG authors even before we had the LitRPG track. I had first heard about it from Alaron Kong. He loved going there. And he just couldn't say enough positive. It's become so of course, Wheel of Time, Robert Jordan, that was the starting point, but they've opened it up and there's stuff on fantasy, on writing, on gaming. And a few years ago, I reached out and said, hey, any chance you'd be interested in a LitRPG track? And I want to say it was like December. So I was thinking they might say, yeah, like obviously not this
year or two.
Yeah, a year or so. Nope, but they got us in that year.
Wow.
for the upcoming con in April. It was a scramble, but it was a lot of fun. And then they invited us back, which was great. And they keep
Hey.
inviting us back. So we have been one of the higher attended, second, I believe, only to the main programming track.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
that's been really cool to see people coming out. And my favorite part is having people show up and they just go, "What is LitRPG?" And we're meeting all these new readers, and like the ones that saw it one year, they keep coming back and they're like, "Yeah, the LitRPG people, I met you last year. Like, I read all the people's books. I need more." So it's pretty cool. And there's a lot of different tracks, a lot to do. There's crafting, there's entertainment.
We will get to that.
Yes.
Just calm down, Brian. Brian's a troublemaker. He always is.
There's something for everyone, and it's a really welcoming environment, which I absolutely love. Like, you go in there and it doesn't matter if it's your 10th year going, your first year going, you're welcomed, open arms, just you're part of the crowd now. They do a lot. The evening entertainment is so fun. One night they do what they call the brawl, which is kind of like
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay, too bad. Yeah, just exciting time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Geneva's intro nixes all of the questions I've got prepared. Like, well, you guys, that's
all right. Good. I get to take over now.
So we did have that question from Brian. We've got some con newbies in the chat.
Yes.
When we say track, when we talk about cons, what is that? Is there anything unique about the Jordan Con tracks compared to other cons?
They're probably run pretty similarly. It's essentially they break up fandoms, let's say, into tracks. And then there are track directors and track managers in each track. We do have some crossover in guests, but we do get to pick guests as well that fit our track. And then each one of the tracks runs panels or workshops depending on the type of track that it is. So for the LitRPG track, it's primarily all panels. The writers and authors area, they do some great workshops as well as panels. There's basically, again, when I say there's like something for everybody, the tracks are that. You can look through it, you can find, okay, I want to go to this creative writing workshop, and then I want to go watch this panel where I get to see, Brian J. Norden asking questions of all my favorite authors. So,
so if there's a 1632 universe track out there, alternate history track, I can go find those 1632 people that I've abandoned 2 years ago.
Yes, that one is not yet there, but you can suggest it.
I don't think I have much cred with them now.
You won't be the only boomer there, though. It's a very diverse audience, all ages. So
yeah, and from an author's experience with tracks, it's exciting because you apply from like a LitRPG perspective, or from a Robert Jordan fandom perspective, or from a Brandon Sanderson perspective, and you could get picked up by any of those tracks, assuming you have knowledge and qualify for them or whatever. So so it's an interesting application process as an author side too. So a lot of people in the chat. Welcome, you guys. If you've got any questions for Geneva, pop it in the chat. Yeah, go ahead and ask away. Okay, so any follow-up, you guys, for what is a track? It is, so a lot of times when you go to something like Dragon Con, there's like a bajillion tracks, and so it helps break the con down, at least for me as an attendee, into like, what areas am I actually interested in? Like, do I care about Marvel? If I don't care about Marvel, then I don't go to the Marvel track, right? And so you can kind of subdivide your interests a little bit. So, but Jordan Con is also it's not as big. It's in Atlanta, but it's not Dragon Con size.
And it's Northern Atlanta instead as well. So it's when people are like, oh, it's Atlanta, so same area as Dragon Con. It's like, no, it feels like you're in a different city.
So if I fly into the airport, drive to the airport, drive to Atlanta? Is it easy to get from the airport to there?
It's not too bad.
Or is Reck going to have to come and get me?
Well, somebody's going to need to either get you or Uber or something. And that it's not a short drive from the airport, but you can also.
It's better than a 10-hour car drive.
Yeah. Well, I'll be doing. It's about a 7-ish plus hour car drive for me, so I'll be doing that.
Yeah.
But it's not too bad from the airport. But it's not the central downtown you think of with Dragon Con. Also, whereas Dragon Con, I believe the attendance last year was around like 85,000. This typically is right around 1,000. Now, this year, I do expect it to be a bit more crowded than usual because Brandon Sanderson is going to be there this year. So because of that, they're not capping ticket sales, and that should lead to some busy times. But yeah, it's a really, when people say it, they're like, oh, but so small. And it's like, no, actually, that's 1,000 readers. Where at DragonCon, you have so many fandoms, right? You get down to who the people that are readers are in there. The similar numbers for readers, and it's harder to find you. So this is a great time to really get to know the authors. You get to go have drinks with them in the lobby and grab dinner with them downstairs and just hang out and really get to know these people.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Pop-Up's not here yet. Jesus, why do you let me do that kind of stuff? No, I'm here. Hi.
I don't know who's been on the podcast with us this whole time. No glasses.
Now I can write. I'm like, why can't I read that?
Yeah.
Chat. Now I can.
Well, so Brandon Sanderson coming is a big deal, and that announcement came out. I mean, it hasn't been known for too long. I think there were rumors, and then we got official.
The official announcement.
No, I'm sure the negotiations were a nightmare.
I mean, Brandon comes out every, so often to the con. He's always really great about it and showing love to the community that, supports his work. And he's just a nice guy. If you haven't gotten to meet him yet, he is really just a genuinely nice guy.
Yeah. Well, if they're not capping ticket sales, that means people can still get a ticket if they're interested in coming.
You can.
We've got a question.
They did open a second hotel block as well in a different hotel, but they did open it up.
Yeah. Somebody asked if there's single day ticket sales and how much they are. I don't know if you know.
Go to the website.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm going to take a look on my phone.
There you go. I only have one screen.
If you go to jordancon.org is the website.
Charlie.
And you can check there
I
too.
really want to participate today.
I know, right? Dennis is now going to go on and on about me only having one monitor again, as he always does.
So I saw Jay Krause saying, I hope you put me on easy panels this time. Well, I can speak to
Death panel is too hard for you?
But I can't speak to the ones that the other tracks put you on because you were actually claimed by another track before I even got to put in my input. So you're going to be on the track.
Look at that, Jay Krause.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
dun.
Yeah.
I won't do that again. Jay,
when you are purchasing tickets, you do need to set up an account. So that's very important.
Yeah. Also, for any authors trying to get a author booth, you need to set up an account as well.
It looks like on the website there are only 3-day memberships. For adults, it is $129.
Okay, there you go.
They boosted it up a little bit, maybe about $20. They did announce that though, that as of February 1st, it was going up a little bit.
Yeah, and you got to remember it all goes to charity, so that's
So I'm sure that Progression Fantasy got hold of, or fiction got hold of Jay because the Immortals.
Yeah,
I want to say it was. I can't remember the color coding system, but I want to say maybe it was the writer's track. I'd have to go look again at our big spreadsheet that we all share.
he is a writing demon.
Yes, he is. He writes an insane amount. oh no, yeah.
So my next question for you is where are we at in the notification process? So when are authors going to know about their panels? When is the panels going to be published in public? Do they publish that on the JordanCon website? How, as an attendee, do you find out about the panels?
So for the authors first, I'll start there. The ones that are attending as panelists and guests, I believe they are going to be sending them out to you later this month because they are going through the final approval. I want to say it was like February 13th, where we're double checking that nobody's left with conflict and that we haven't put, like James Hunter on 47 different panels. Or but yeah, he's fine. He doesn't need to breathe. It's okay. But yeah, I believe they're going to be sending it out to the authors later in the month. As far as it going up on the website, I don't think they publish the whole thing on the website. They do have program.
Thomas Purpers here.
Yes. Hi, Tommy. They do have it in the, once you get there, they also use an app that kind of like Dragon Con, I want to say. I haven't used it in a while. Yeah. I'm always focused on one track because, so
yeah, not much time for you to go to other stuff.
But they have several resources once you're attending. Plus, if it's your first year, they do a lot of stuff to welcome you and give you like a tour to show you where the different rooms are. And they also do speed friending on the first day, so you get to meet your new friends. So
that's nice, because if you're going by yourself and you don't already have an established friend group, it can be intimidating to try to.
Yeah.
So basically, Tommy could have done speed friending and he wouldn't have had to pay Matt Dinneman.
Yeah, exactly.
Tommy, pay attention.
No, but it's also just walk up to people. Honestly, like if you see a group of people sitting around in the lounge area having drinks and chatting and having fun and you want to join them, do that. People will just come up and then you've just found a new friend. Like,
we need this audio clip for all of the introverts.
Yeah, right? Like,
just Geneva in your ear saying, just do it. Just walk up to those strangers and introduce yourself.
If you are terrified of that, find me, because I will introduce you to everybody.
No. True story.
I'm kind of known for that being my thing.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so authors will find out by end of month-ish, and there will be an app and programming information at the con itself that will help attendees find where they need to go.
If you are not yet on the JordanCon Facebook page, you'll want to be on there because right now they are starting to put up the announcements of who the guests are. They are. So the guests have known for a little bit, but now they're doing the public announcements and letting people know who's coming. That does keep happening right up until the con. So you may not find out everybody until you walk in the door because you might have missed a few. Yeah. So.
Well, let's pause on the Geneva questions for a second. And PopPop, you've got a graphic to share. So PopPop and I are going to be your, I don't know, like limo drivers to JordanCon, maybe?
I was going to say Uber drivers, but I like
there you go. Yeah, there we go.
I'll do limo.
So we have graciously gotten a list of people that are attending JordanCon. And a lot of these are LitRPG folks, not just like everybody. So there's absolutely some people that have not made it onto our list.
Yeah, for some reason, Brandon Sanderson's people keep
yeah, Brandon Sanderson just weren't able to get him on the phone. But what we're doing is we're doing an interview series where we're talking to the authors that are coming to JordanCon so that you can get to know them a little bit before you actually get there. And we've got so many podcasts scheduled or TV scheduled.
Many more to get scheduled.
Yeah, I actually, when I was like, we've got like a month until JordanCon, I was like, no, we can't. I almost had a panic attack. I was like, is it just a month? Because it's just a lot of people. So,
see how long you survive in that series.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel it because we're planning on doing a road to LitRPG cons in a similar sort of format, and there's a little bit of acid reflux when I think about trying to fit all those authors in, and we have to recruit some help. But yeah, so here's the dates that we've got scheduled. Mark them on your calendar, and yeah, keep track of it. Bring your questions. We'll reveal like panels. Once the authors know what panels are on, we'll talk about the panels and how you prepare for those and what they're expecting to talk about, and a lot of just like juicy information about the authors, so you know who they are.
So Ren is going to get a double. You're going to get a double dose of Ren because we're both having Ren on our shows,
Yeah.
individually shows, and Hunter is going to be a birthday present for Gims.
Yeah, that's
You're
exciting.
giving her Hunter? That's nice.
Yeah.
After that panel at Dragon Con, I could see what she's talking about there, you know. you know.
He's on our list.
I am going to have a tease. On April 17th, I am interviewing Ben Wolf as part of the Road to Jordan Con. We're going to have 2 special guests on that episode. And I'm going to tell you this much. You're going to want to be there. I'll slowly leak that out because obviously I want to break the interwebs.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is it somebody going to Jordan Con?
One of them.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Pop, I kind of expected you to break the internet by just hitting a wrong button somewhere. Not by
well, Brian's here. You know I'm going to do that. He curses me. It's a hex.
Yeah.
And Baraz, Jay, what are you saying over here? I can't see that. God.
Yeah.
They don't get beaten.
Why do you always bring up your?
I'd say a
your
picture,
story
or
facts?
I'm not believing it, but also I don't really want to see pictures of people chained up. So
Apparently, Jay
Yeah.
does.
Mhm.
Jay Brass, not Jay Krause. Maybe Jay Krause.
Yeah.
How do you think
All
they
right.
both write so much?
It's Sydney that chains them up, not Geneva.
Whoa. Wait a minute now.
All right, let's get rid of the graphic and
wait a
just let us
minute.
know if
Specificaly
you
truck
are
is
an
here.
author.
Look at that.
If you're an author and you're going to Jordan Con and you haven't set your date with us,
There.
reach out.
He's been introduced to the bigger world.
I don't know who that is, but Isekai.
He is from
That is
Royal
the-
Road.
that's
He
the
has
greatest
15
name.
They
I
all have
love that.
different names over there.
Isekai Truck is such a great name.
There
It
you go.
is. Yeah. Sydney, I don't know what you guys do. It's okay. Jay just writes an awful lot. I'm just saying.
Well, it's nice to have both of them here, you know?
Yeah.
So what's next? We're going to get rid of this. Okay, fine. Here, it's gone.
Yeah. We can see our lovely faces.
Yay. And me too.
So we'll be sharing dates on social media as that graphic will go out, and then as we add more names, we'll be sharing the update for it. So you can catch us. This is the official kickoff of the Road to Jordan Con. So
It is, and I did not have approval to switch my background yet. So that's why you're still stuck with my amazing LitRPG wallpaper.
Yeah, there you go.
But we'll
HR
work.
didn't approve it. Yeah. All right, so Geneva, let's hop back into Jordan Con. So how many years have there been a LitRPG track?
This will be our 3rd year as the LitRPG track. Yep.
They just keep inviting us
And
back.
how
Oh, no,
is it growing each year? Are we is
Yeah,
the track getting larger and larger?
It is, but it's like I said, I was told the 2nd highest attended track last year, as well as I think actually our 1st year. So it's definitely had great attendance. Also, we've had a really fantastic variety of people. I'm always impressed with the people, especially the international ones that have come out. Like last year, we had Benjamin Curie, who I adore. He's wonderful. This year, Jez Caggio, Brian J. Norden. I mean, these people flying across the pond to come hang with us.
Mhm.
So, and a bunch of other amazing authors. I'm excited to see Gary Ugland, in case you didn't know. Got to add the Gary in there, as well as Gary Furlong.
Coming from over now, is Gary based
Gary's
in
in
Ireland?
the States, I want to say. I want to say he lives in the States.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. We did have another question that pop up that was, what's your new hair color?
I mean, legitimate question and not basement dwelling. bondage and
So
stuff.
I never know what my new hair color is going to be before it happens. So I couldn't tell you. This recent color I was just going to be touching up my roots, and then my toner turned my hair very gray blue. And I happened to have this color depositing conditioner, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, let's try that.
We'll give it a try. Yeah.
Here we are.
I thought maybe you would be going for the bright green for the.
Yeah, green is not my color. I've got olive, like an olive.
Even for the Seahawks? No Seahawks?
Oh, definitely Seahawks fan, but I would go blue for that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the hair looks awesome, and yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah.
It'll always just look for the big curls. That's how you'll spot me. It doesn't matter what color it is.
I put out coloring my hair to some of the people in one of the Royal Road discords, and they said, "Yeah, no, don't."
I think you should do some tips. I think that would look cool.
Maybe, but maybe tips.
At
right?
least some like glasses that have like if you had
Some flares.
Right, like,
bright orange glasses or something.
it's time to get new glasses. These are starting to get a little bit weak.
They've got these new magnetic ones where you can just change the frame.
Yeah, and then you're like, when you have an MRI, your brain will fly out. Or
I mean, if you're wearing your glasses during an MRI, it's gonna explode anyway. Yeah.
Not everyone knows this, but before I got into the book scene, I worked in optical for like 13 years. Don't wear your glasses in an MRI.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah. All right.
nice.
So you mentioned that there's some like nighttime activities with the con, like some events. So let's dig into the events. So the con is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm assuming Friday night and Saturday night, the 2 nights we're talking about.
Correct. So they have the yearly brawl. I want to say that's Friday nights, which is kind of like karaoke mixed with a talent show. So you can sign up and sing a karaoke song and have fun, or if you want to go up and play guitar or show off your dance moves, you can do that. We had a very cute LitRPG proposal that occurred.
I know that. I'm not falling down your tracks.
And directly after that, we all went on stage with them and sang Summer Lovin' from Greece with like all the LitRPG people that were there. It was very cute.
Nice.
We separated the girls and the boys for it. And, yep. So that's a really fun night. And then the next night's the dance. And I'm always like, I'm not a big dancer. And then people call me a liar. And I'm like, no, really, I'm not a big dancer, but I love that dance. We all ditch our shoes at some point, and you're just out there having fun, and you're dancing with everybody. Again, it's one of those, like, nobody cares if they haven't known you their whole lives. They're going to welcome you and hang out and dance.
So is this dance like the Dragon Con, like 80s prom dance? Do you have to dress up, or is it just
you can dress in whatever you want. Some people dress up, some people do cosplay. There was a woman who was doing face paint outside of it. So I got face paint one year. That was fun. So you see all kinds of different outfits in there. I want to say there was a lot of maid outfits 2 years ago, I think it was. So yeah, just wear what you want. Wear your cosplays, wear your comfortable clothes, wear a ball gown. You just have fun, and
why not?
Everybody's going to love it. Yeah.
I want to see PopPop's ball gown. Let's do this, PopPop. We taught him what Kiki means this week. We're bringing him in.
Kiki's is a breakfast place down here. Keke.
Yeah, it's a place where you gossip over eggs and coffee, right?
Doug, yes. The answer is yes, both maid and maid. I will warn you, do not get engaged at the dance, because if you tell the DJ that you've just gotten engaged and you request, like, a special dance song to be played, he will pick whatever he feels like. And he warns people this. He will pick whatever he feels like, such as I'm sexy and I know it, and put that on for you instead. So be prepared for that if you are deciding to pop the question to somebody at JordanCon.
Yeah. Good to know. Did you say that there was a proposal last year?
There was Stephen Landry. So a lot of you may know Stephen Landry.
Hey, they're married now.
Yeah, they're married now. Greya and Stephen will both be at the con this year as well. Stephen is attending as a guest again. Hi, my bird wants to say hi too. We're just kidding, everybody. Please don't poop on me. But yeah, they will be back this year. But it was really cute. They got all of us to come outside. There's this beautiful area outside with like water and nature around you. And the idea was we were going to take a big group shot, right? You know, just like a nice big group photo of all the LitRPG people. And a few of us knew, and then the rest had no idea. And then he popped the question. It was very cute, and we were all there for it. And it was a wonderful part of the
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And
Very
so they
cool.
should be telling anyone who's planning that should get in contact with Geneva to make sure it happens quietly, secretly, and
Well,
surprisingly.
no, the engagement is fine. Just don't ask at the dance for them to play a specific song because you got engaged.
Why not?
You
Have
will
fun.
not. I mean,
Don't
you
even
can.
want
You
to.
can. It can result in some really funny situations.
Yeah. Brian Wrestler says, please don't poop on me. T-shirts will be available in the Reck and PopPop store.
Hey, Ryan, scroll up there. One of
Cheers,
your Tuckerizations was talking about you. He hates when he's called a Tuckerization, by the way. That's why I do it.
Mhm. All right. So obviously that had to be a good memory with Stephen Landry popping the
so
question.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is like one of your, I mean, you've already talked about that memory, but what's one of your favorite memories from JordanCon in the last couple of years?
Oh gosh, we've had so many fun times. Actually, I brought this up to James Hunter when he was doing a live on TikTok last night. He told this story, like we were all just hanging out and it's like story time. But he was telling us about this pet scorpion he had when he was overseas and, you know, active duty at the time. And he didn't realize it was like an incredibly deadly, aggressive type of scorpion that was just trying to kill them at all times. That was hilarious, a lot of fun. I don't know how, like, what's the rating on this show? Because
I say bad words.
There's a reason I know the rules of the don't get proposed to get a song played. I was not aware of it because I hadn't been there when he said it. But a certain LitRPG narrator wanted to dance to a specific song. Mm-hmm. And the DJ was not having it. And so he said, you know, can we get fake engaged? So we have a reason. So I got fake engaged. And then the DJ picked a different song, which still weirdly worked for the type of dance this narrator wanted to do. So it worked out in the long run. But there are videos. Please don't share them, Neil Hellikers.
That was great. March 25th. I'll make sure that they're there. Geneva,
we'll make sure the show's rated.
I was going to say that
dance.
should not go on public display. You can watch those in private. And then last year, I got to say my favorite. So one of my dogs who you heard talking earlier, Potato, I have a very specific voice for Potato. And he's kind of a silly guy and has 2 brain cells that go clickety clack. So he has to wiggle all the time. So we were all piled in Joe's car to go out to lunch. There's a few too many of us. So I had author Matt Herman sitting on my lap to get to the restaurant as I'm talking in the Potato voice about a joke book that we had been discussing that was Piggy Shifter Smut. So we're discussing the Piggy Shifter Smut in the Potato voice, which this just extends because then later somebody was leaving these little plastic inspirational potatoes around the con. I still have it in my purse. And then it was capped off on the last night of the con with narrator Jeremy Fraser participating as Mrs. Potato, Mr. Potato. And we had a very inebriated conversation in those voices. So, I mean, those are some of my personal highlights.
Of that?
Yes, there is a video of that.
So we have to get a hold of Jeremy Fraser for this.
That video, I think, might already be out on the internet somewhere.
We'll find it.
Yeah.
I think I might have shared that video, to be honest.
So we should be ready to record video for TikTok is what you're saying.
You absolutely should always be recording the rant, especially like after 8 p.m. You're gonna get some good content. Where the story Geneva is telling is going. There's no point to any of my stories, Jay. This is why I'm not an author. I ramble. But no, these are my highlight memories, and you can see they're completely random and weird, but they're just those really fun moments that stood out because we were all just having fun together. And, you know, I think that's the key part to this. If this is your first year attending, again, with that whole, like, just go up and hang out with people, because you're going to end up hanging out with a bunch of really cool authors and narrators in the process and making these amazing memories and having them for yourself. Now, can you steal the potato voice and Piggy Shifter Smut? No, but you can make your own.
Yeah, that's fair. What would you say the composition of JordanCon is? Is it mostly authors, mostly I almost said Michael Jordan fans? I imagine there's not too many Michael Jordan fans.
A lot of Michael Jordan fans.
Yeah.
Heavy Michael Jordan fans, yes.
Yeah.
I would say it's a good amount of authors as far as the ratio goes. There is a lot focused on, you know, writing and reading as well. Narrators, actually, I think the LitRPG track is responsible for bringing in the narrators, and the other tracks loved it because they found how awesome they were, of course.
Yeah, narrators are the extroverts of the...
Yeah, and they can do all the voices and make things fun.
Yeah.
So now narrators are getting snatched up by everybody. Everybody wants the narrators now.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. It's good to know. I mean, it's good to know the mix that's out there. And when you and I have talked about the con in general, you've mentioned that there's this dichotomy a little bit between the LitRPG folks and the Jordan folks, and how there's these moments that'll happen that are kind of funny where LitRPG folks will be get asked something about like the Wheel of Time lore that they
have no idea.
Don't have no idea. Yeah.
Yes,
So
we had a fun panel, and they do say, you know, like for the tracks, typically you have like your track room, but if you're going to have a panel that you're expecting a large attendance, if there's opening in the main track, the big ballroom area, they'll let you do it in there. So we had done a big fun game of Smash or Pass. And we had a bunch of LitRPG authors and narrators up on stage for it. And it was funny because at first it starts off with a lot of LitRPG characters and things, but there's readers of all kinds out there. And then they did start throwing out some Wheel of Time characters, and half the authors are like, I didn't, like, some of them really knew, and then some of them were like, I'm sorry, I haven't read it. But the audience was amazing, because I remember, I think was it Rose? Somebody's like, describe their character and personality to me. And so then they described the character, and she's like, oh yeah, no, Smash. Like, you know. So.
I love it. Rose is so smooth on that stuff. She just goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Okay. Pop, do you got you need more coffee, man?
I just sit here to disrupt. That's the only function I have. That and put up that image, which I already did. See, look, here it is. Again, one more time, real quick. Look, Road
to JordanCon.
Shout
out to Piano for the amazing graphic there.
Yes. That graphic is beautiful. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty amazing.
It only get filled in more.
It was so funny because her and I were talking about, she's like, who should drive the, never mind, it's you.
You don't want me driving.
Don't put the boomers behind the wheel.
Pop, if you were driving, we'd never get there, man. I love you, but
I have ways.
You'd get there.
My vision is perfect. I went to my ophthalmologist today. I've got nothing. I'm perfect. Everyone knows that, though.
Of course, right? Yeah. Okay, so we've got, I mean, looking at the chat, we've got a few authors in the chat.
So we know that Jay Krause is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's already been announced.
Put the graphic back up.
I understand they're not allowed to take armor there, so no armor permitted. It's something.
I'm sure armor's fine. It's just the sword.
The weapons.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to upset him.
Yeah.
My bird is trying to drink my wine. That's not okay.
Is that allowable? Are you allowed to do that? Jay Baraz are you showing up, Jay?
He will. I don't believe is going to this con.
And I know, unfortunately, Gary Bradley cannot go to this con. He has a conflict with his family that he is in no way able to win a lot.
There's a few people that normally go that have conflicts this year, graduations and
Yeah, there's a few of them.
just
Yeah.
stuff going on. Yeah.
But I know I'm excited. I get to see a lot. Like, people talk about all the different authors and narrators going and stuff too, but there's a lot of fans that are they've been in part of the community forever. And I'm excited to see all of them too. Like, ready to, it's getting back together with your family.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I've been to Dragon Con a few times, and Dragon Con is just like, my 2 cons I've experienced, well, Dragon Con, LitRPG Con, and like the Kansas City Planet Con, right?
Mhm.
And there's a size that's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Jordan Con's one of the smaller. It's not small, but it's more
How many people normally attend how many people have attended Jordan Con?
It's usually about 1,000 that come for Jordan Con every year. Like I said,
so
this year,
basically LitRPG size.
Yeah, LitRPG Con was a little bit larger, and LitRPG Con this year will definitely be larger, but a little smaller than LitRPG Con. Though I would imagine this year's Jordan Con will at least be the size.
Kind of somewhat,
a bit bigger, yeah.
But it's really nice because you don't feel that crowd. Like, with the bigger cons, you feel crowded, right? Every space you go to is loud. You can find quiet spaces. You can actually hear people you're talking to. So yeah, it's a great.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can actually have those like walk up to the strangers and talk to them.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I am gonna ask the audience. I think Geneva's got a few things that she could talk about of a LitRPG Con if you're interested. I don't know if you guys care about LitRPG Con. Let me know in the chat if you want to talk about LitRPG Con at all.
Jared comes with a good question.
How much life? So we plan to do small scale growth over the years so that we don't lose all the magic that we have. We do have a cutoff at tickets this year.
Have we reached the cutoff yet?
We have not, and it's about double what last year was. We are expanding LitRPG Con into all available rooms, so the next floor as well of panel rooms. So we will have a lot more panels and workshops. There was a lot of requests for more workshops, so we've added rooms that'll pretty much exclusively be hosting different types of workshops, from writing to art to narrating, all kinds of cool things. But Emily and I have talked about it a lot, and we do see it continuing to grow for years, but we also do see it kind of capping at a certain point naturally, just because, there's only, LitRPG only has so many readers. Now, granted, that number is always changing and growing, but we have also discussed if we ever want to include tracks, like, and not necessarily tracks within LitRPG, but like if we were to be like, oh, this is we're bringing in romantasy track or whatever. We don't think we're going to. There's cons for everybody. We want this con to remain LitRPG focused. Now, that doesn't mean that one day we won't break things into track, like this is the cultivation track, and this is the progression fantasy. This is the isekai, and tropes within the genre that make sense into tracks. But that would be a down the line type of situation.
That's really nice to hear, honestly, because there was that moment and the kickoff where you guys asked, does anybody not know what LitRPG was? And like it was just so cool to have that moment. Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
We didn't get everybody asking about Litter Pig. So
right. Yeah, right. And if you invited romantasy, and not that these other fandoms aren't amazing, but then you just invite that element of like, what in the hell are you guys talking about?
Those people.
Yeah.
A potato smut track. Yes.
Potato mutts. Yeah.
It's actually Pig and Shifter smut. Potato's just the star.
Yeah.
There you go.
Potato is a guest star of the con.
Now we do have the 2 writers of the future Dragon Daddy genre or subgenre watching us today. So we have to remember that that's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Correct, guys? I'm not naming you, but you know who you are. Everyone is.
I feel like it's Jay Krause and Tommy. Am I correct?
Really? Is it that obvious? I thought it was more secret than that.
I'm good at guessing.
I thought that was Hunter's book that he was writing, right, under his Predator.
Yeah, who knows what Hunter?
Prey, the prey user, you know.
For the man extraordinaire.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
so Jay's saying, great, now I have more decisions on which panels to attend. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, you're gonna have a lot more. We did learn from last year, there was definitely areas that we picked up on with LitRPG Con that were like, bring this back, not this, do more of these, less of that. So there are gonna be some changes to the con this year, but all very positive. Yeah, sorry, Tommy. I mean, I was guessing, so
yeah.
take what you can there. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more going on, but we are going to keep the same structure.
Not a plush. It's not a plush. It's a hard resin. He could kill someone with that stuff.
This one is a plush.
Damn it.
Sorry. Hate to break it to you.
Yeah. But
yeah,
we are going to still have like that gaming time frame in the main Colorado ballroom like we had last year every day. So we are still keeping it focused on something for everybody. Some of the not track rooms now. See, I'm mixing my words. Some of the rooms that'll have panels will continue throughout the day like we had last year in 2 of them, but we'll have it in a few more. And then others will just shut down after morning panels and be used for other purposes.
Are you volunteering?
I feel like yeah.
That's also awesome. I'm glad you're doing the games again. I definitely met some people that I've talked to almost every day and just sitting at a random game table with them.
Me.
Yeah.
I mean, the games were so fun. I know I got to run a table on one of the days for a few hours. And not only did you have like your assigned people, but then other people just kind of wandered up and you had extra chairs. And we played like Cards Against Humanity and fun games. And getting to play that with Ryan Rimmel and his wife and a variety of other people. But I just remember the 2 of them had me laughing so hard at all times. So
this person named Geneva took PopPop, who was a nobody then, and all of a sudden I'm sitting down with Aileron Kong and Reck and Jez
was a fun table. Yeah,
Jez was supposed to be there.
I'm gonna give a little shout out. Joe's sitting over here quietly reading his book. He ran a My Little Pony role-playing game.
I heard about that.
Had Eric Uglin and Hunter Mythos on it, as well. There was several others. Who was in your role-playing game? Toa and Greg. Yeah. So, but they had a blast.
They tried to kill me with Twizzlers.
They tried to kill him with Twizzlers. It turned very violent and very dark. Eric was sketching his character, and I went up and saw it afterwards. And that man can draw, first off. But
nice. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think one of the things that a lot of the audience is kind of burning on is, where are you at in the LitRPG planning? I mean, you've had Jordan Con, you've gotten through the Jordan Con planning phase is kind of over. Where is LitRPG Con at in the planning phases?
So a couple exciting updates I can kind of give. Emily and I have been meeting pretty much every day for the past 2 weeks to go through all the guest and panelist applications. Today, we finally made it to the end of that list. Yay!
Victory.
Tomorrow means we go through and go through our maybes that we had for every category, because we have several categories that we're picking for. So we are getting close to having a finalized list of guests and panelists. That'll be really exciting to get out to everybody. We hope to let them know fairly quickly after that, so they can say yes or no, they can go, but also open up the room block to them and then open it up to the public about a week later. Another exciting thing for some people is our sponsorship opportunities are finally finalized. So they are going to be going out to everybody that expressed an interest in sponsorship. We already have had several people snatch up some really amazing ones and help kind of create really amazing ones. So there's going to be a new room at the con this year. That's all I'll say. That'll be a lot of fun. I think people are going to enjoy it. That was.
Is it the potato smut room?
It is the potato smut room. You call it that.
Yeah.
No, it was created by one of the sponsors, a concept of theirs, and it's gonna, I think, be a hit and come back for years. And I think he's already announced it, so I don't think I'm spoilering. Dakota Crowd is gonna be sponsoring karaoke night, which is going to be amazing.
I know there's been a lot of people angling for a karaoke night.
That was highly requested, and I was.
Watch out for his daughter; she's a killer.
Yeah, watch out for Dakota Kraut's kids as well as James Hunter's kids. They sell glitter tattoos. You must get one. It's con initiation, but make sure that you have cash on you. Those are not free.
Oh, that won't stop them. I tried to get out of that way. Oh, we take cards.
They were so cute. I was so thrilled with my glitter tattoo. I was bummed because mine did not last like crazy long like everyone else. So
yeah,
I have pictures.
Yeah. So authors are going to find out, and then there'll be more announcements. Where should folks go to get the latest on what's going on with LitRPG Con or JordanCon?
Yeah, so JordanCon, you want to go to jordancon.org or the Facebook page of JordanCon. Those are great resources. Same pretty much for LitRPG Con is litrpgcon.com. Our Discord is very, very popular for LitRPG Con. Come hang out and talk and get to know people ahead of time. If it's your first year, you'll make lots of friends that you'll meet day of there. You'll do lots of sketchy drawings in people's autograph books. At least I did.
A few slug drawings.
A few slug
are questionable looking.
Yeah, there was definitely some questionable kangaroos as well. But now the Discord is a great place to hang out. The website for updates, information, sign up for the newsletter. We have a newsletter that we send out all major announcements on. And then our Facebook page, every big detail is put on the Facebook page. So deadlines for the applications, for example, I think I posted about like 10 times and I still had a bunch of people say, "Oh, I didn't know that they were closing."
Did Cornman get an application in?
Yes.
Okay.
There's something about authors and deadlines.
I know, it's strange, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird, crazy how that works. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we're getting to the end of the hour, and I've got a couple last questions for you. But if you've got a question in the audience, please put it in the chat. If you got any questions about JordanCon,
except Brian,
we'll do another one of these kickoffs. Maybe we can sweet talk Emily into coming on too, and we can do like a joint thing for LitRPG Con, and once we get going on that. But my question to you, Geneva, is I'm an author coming to the con, and this is my first year to JordanCon. I haven't been there before. What helps authors like stand out or connect with people better? Like what is your advice to an author who's coming to the con for the first time?
It's that same advice. Approach random groups of people.
Plant
slugs. That seems, leave slugs around. No.
Get my 3D printer back up and running.
Yeah, fun trinkets are a thing. Like
I never did anything, Reck. Get me one.
Yeah. They definitely, JordanCon has a tradition of leaving small little things everywhere for people to find. That's a fun way. The author's alley at JordanCon is really well placed right outside the main room.
You're good.
So author's alley is a really great place to meet people. Even if you didn't get a table, just talking to the other authors, walking around, talking to readers out there. That's a perfect place to meet the readers. And then between panels, there is a half hour of time. So before the next panel is going to start in that room, there's a half hour block. So feel free to stay after and go introduce yourself to the authors that were on the panel. And
so what does this mean?
What does that refers to me and Matt Dinneman wearing Jinkos. Because I don't even remember where that joke started, but we have a thing about Jinkos. And we did find a very cool slug pair of Jinkos, correct?
Send me the link.
But
so is Matt going to JordanCon or just Brandon?
No, Matt is not going this year to JordanCon. Matt's schedule right now is crazy. He's gearing up for a tour overseas, but he will be at LitRPG Con. So come out to LitRPG Con if you're wanting to see Matt. And then, JordanCon, though, we have a crazy lineup of people coming out. Not just the people that applied. Like, just the other day, if you don't know his books, Adam Beswick, I saw him on your guys' he messaged me the other day, and he's like, they've convinced me, another one coming over from England here. He's like, they convinced me I'm coming to JordanCon. So fantastic author, amazing human being. But he's not on panels because, there was no application. So I'm like, maybe I'll just have you sit towards the front and casually push your chair that direction. But a lot of authors will be attending as
have them all wear the same jacket again, and he'll look at that.
Oh yeah, he said he's bringing the jacket.
There you go.
Brian better bring his. Yeah. So I was able, luckily. So they have this thing at Jordan Con that's called I want to say a panel participant. The application went out for a short while after the guest and panelist applications were closed, and essentially you don't get the free ticket or any of the stuff from the guest side of it, but it means I can still put you on panels. So
it's so cute when you don't know authors. I'm getting this Discord stuff in the background.
Yeah. So Brian didn't get in, an application in time to be on a panelist, but he did get that application in. So I was able to put Brian as a moderator and as a panelist for one panel. So that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So even like there's some of these like theoretical, like unofficial folks that are getting in. That's exciting.
You never know who all's coming to these type of things. Like you'll show up and be like, I didn't know you were a So a lot of authors just like to attend this particular event just as an attendee because it's such a fun place to get to hang out with their other.
There is a push, there is a push to have Brian Norton as the master of ceremonies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The entire thing, not just everything.
So last year, if you weren't at LitRPG Con, Brian was the moderator for the first panel of LitRPG Con, which, Emily and I came out and did the housekeeping stuff, welcomed everyone. And then Brian was up with, there was Alaron and Jez and Jeff and Matt. Who else was on that panel? Travis was on it. Just huge lineup of amazing people. And the entire Colorado ballroom, which is a very large ballroom, was standing room only.
It was huge.
I will say, like, standing up on that stage, like, I could feel my heartbeat, like, just like
you've done so many. It's that crazy thing where you've done so many events and stuff, and then still nervous.
Was so crowded. It was like we're watching more and more people walk in, and Emily and I are looking at each other like we have to go talk in front of these people now. And then Brian, I think his first line was like, I feel lied to. Like, he was not prepared to be in front of that many people at the start of the con. And I think we should absolutely force him to do that again. If you like that idea, guys, let us know. Brian's a fantastic moderator as well. He's just got charisma oozing out of everywhere.
He does. We're trying to talk him onto the podcast. We'll see if we can lock him down for a date. Yeah.
You can always just like drive up to his house.
I've considered it, but there's a thing called stalking PopPop that try not to be that creepy.
We don't care. Just
it's true.
Goddamn millennials always whining about things.
Things like privacy and boundaries and
these weird things we're into.
Yeah. Right.
Whatever.
It smells like whiskey, but it's charisma.
It smells like whiskey. It's accurate.
Yeah, accurate. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you guys, this is our last 5-10 minutes with Geneva. Any last questions, put them in the chat. Geneva, what is something that you want to tell everybody about JordanCon before they go?
I just want to, first off, for those who don't know, the people that run the show there at JordanCon, the Liangs, they are amazing. Some of you may know them from DragonCon, from the fantasy, the high fantasy track. So DragonCon is so huge. There's a high fantasy track and then a fantasy literature track, and they're two separate tracks. So the high fantasy at DragonCon, but they oversee the whole shebang, and they do an amazing job. Again, JordanCon is a nonprofit. I think that is incredibly important. I know in LitRPG, as a community, we've always had just goals to give back, right? We do it at every con we go to. We do some kind of charitable event that we can. So I love that all of JordanCon is doing that. And I think the biggest part of it is just how incredibly welcoming JordanCon was to LitRPG. I mean, They were the first con to say, we want you to come hang out with us, even before,
No, you can still, if you want to go, you can still buy tickets, right, Geneva?
Yeah, they are, from what they have said, they are not closing ticket sales. So I don't know about at the door tickets, but yes, April in Atlanta is less brutal than the midsummer. It's very nice. Yeah, like walking around outside, you don't melt and die. So that's nice.
Could actually wear cosplay and not, suffer heat stroke.
Clearly a potato, Brian. I feel like we've been over this.
Potato is not a vegetable. It's a root. Maybe it is. Is it a root?
It's a root vegetable. It's not a vegetable. It's a root vegetable. Yeah.
Whatever. Again, he curses me. I'm hexed by Brian.
I think that's something that we don't talk about too openly, but LitRPG is not always welcome in all author spaces, even in fantasy, even like the traditional nerddoms.
We kind of had to kick our way into a lot of places.
Yeah.
We didn't have to at Jordan Con. They welcomed us with open arms, and they were so incredibly wonderful to us. And the fans were great. The other track directors are amazing. People running the con are amazing. Like, I can't say enough positive about Jordan Con. It's just a wonderful con. If you've never gone, make a point to go in the next few years. It is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Con Suite. That's one thing. I heard it whispered in the background. The Con Suite is something that Jordan Con has that's amazing. So everything in Jordan Con is in one hotel. I think that's important to understand about it, like all the tracks and all the rooms. There is a Con Suite, which is a suite up in the, I want to say, second floor of the hotel, third floor. I don't get to it much. Okay, I don't leave the con area very much.
Thank you, Joe.
They do provide meals for anybody going, so they always have food there for the different meals. There can be a bit of a line, so be prepared to wait in line potentially. They will always have like vegetarian options and vegan options. Joe also got wrangled in. He is now an official part of Jordan Con too, because he is the
director of hospitality.
He would make an amazing director of hospitality. Good choice. Yeah.
So the hospitality suite is by the con suite. So you get your food and then you go hang out with Joe in the hospitality area to eat your food. And
so to get in, you just have to do the cornucopia greeting and Joe will sneak us in past the one, right?
Exactly. Director of hostility. Yeah, that is accurate.
Director of hostility.
You should ask him about the dominance move. I'm just saying. That's
that's awesome. So Jay says, LitRPG welcomes everyone, but not everybody welcomes us. I think that's a pretty but it's nice to know that JordanCon is not one of those spaces that LitRPG is nice. Really welcome and
like it's a very such a diverse community of people, and everybody is just amazing. I have had full conversations with people I didn't know 5 minutes before, and we're all just sitting around hanging out together after that. You really meet a lot of you meet a lot of amazing people. So
would you say that your experiences running the tracks at JordanCon really influenced how you developed LitRPG Con as an idea?
Definitely to a certain degree. So GuildifyCon, which for those who don't know, GuildifyCon was an online convention we ran starting in 2020 because of COVID. Because we did have plans to, do all these cons, and then COVID, and we couldn't. So Alaron was the one to fund GuildifyCon and give it a platform on the LitRPG group on Facebook. It started off, I think my first year doing it, we did 12 panels over a few days, 2 or 3 days total. And then it got to the point where the last year we did it, we didn't do it this year. We did an anniversary celebration instead, but the year before was our last year doing it. And it was 7 days of programming. I want to say there was 80 some odd panels and a ton of takeovers. And I think that definitely influenced how I handled the panels and scheduling of the LitRPG Con side. Whereas JordanCon, I have about a dozen again that I need to schedule. So it's very much a but I did get a lot of spreadsheet knowledge working on JordanCon for how I build my LitRPG Con spreadsheet. Don't ask to see it; it's a nightmare. You never want to see it. But
I've seen glimpses of some of those spreadsheets. It's
yeah, I mean, like all the formula. I learn new formulas a lot. So it's a lot, but it's great. JordanCon taught me a lot about the type of community vibe we wanted to have in person, because GuildifyCon had a wonderful community feel, but it's online. So you never know how that's going to translate when you go to a live con and people are together and, and it definitely held. We kept that same loving, embracing type of LitRPG community. And I think JordanCon gives the exact same feeling.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, good. It's a good note to end on here. I think I've run out of questions for our session here. Pop, any last words?
I've abused everybody that I needed to. I'm good.
All the love. It's exciting to get back into the con schedule for this year. I know after LitRPG Con, a lot of people went through like when are we going to see each other again?
Yeah.
And like friends, we're only a couple months away.
It was depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all had really bad the post-con depression after LitRPG Con, because we're like, I miss everybody. Like,
yeah, I mean, some of us, there was a contingent that went to Dragon Con and we got that, but like really after Dragon Con, it's like desert.
Yeah. I mean, there was for a while we had some people at least had 20 books, which is now Author Nation, but that one is not reader focused, so it was just authors and narrators. So one
thing I want to do real quick, one last minute, I want to put up the pathway again, the roadway.
Yeah, go for it.
So you can see because we're starting next week.
Yeah,
you're starting with.
We're starting tomorrow. So tomorrow I've got Lance, who's coming to JordanCon on Beyond Quest. So you can join me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be talking about his new novel, Arcane Tides. The Journey Within. So it's a really good book, you guys. Come join us, even if you haven't read it, because we're going to be talking writing a whole different type of book. It's a mental health kind of focused fantasy journey. It's amazing. So join me tomorrow.
That sounds
great. And then next Tuesday after the Beyond Quest on that night, I'm going to have Ben Wolf pop in. Still waiting for one more confirmation for someone who is going to JordanCon, and there will be a special guest that y'all are going to want to be around to hear.
Yeah. I actually know who the guest is, and I would agree. Go hop onto that, Ben.
Well, you know I'm going to disclose it eventually because, yeah,
you're going to disclose it, and yeah,
I can't help it. You know how I am. Yeah. And then we're just going to keep going, and we're going to fill in the rest, and so we'll have a fun time getting to JordanCon.
Yeah. So follow PopPop on PopPop's LitRPG World. Follow me. I've got my author Reckwell up, and then also at Beyond Quest on YouTube, I've got the schedule at least a month up ahead of time. So follow us so you can get the information.
Subscribe.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to end on thank you, Geneva, for not only spending this time with us, but for organizing and doing JordanCon and LitRPG Con. You really are the con mother, and Emily, and we really, the whole community, we love you guys, and we love you in particular. You're doing an amazing job. Can't wait to see you at JordanCon.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys as well, and everybody else. It's going to be so much
fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up. The Reck and PopPop Show Special Edition, The Road to JordanCon, is done. And watch how good I can do this now, Brian.